Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here and welcome back for more Duty Finder disasters. Last month's video went way better than I could have ever anticipated. I mean, Seed of Sacrifice, I tried to play it out. I was like, oh, let's say this isn't going to happen. Of course it happened. A5, social experiment, very successful. Only real disappointment was Cutter's Cry. But in this video, I want to get to something I alluded to a lot in that video, and that is the Ivalice raid series. Yeah, I brought it up a ton. I want to do another Alliance raid themed series video, whatever English that was, we'll leave it in, because we get a lot of hilarious juxtapositions between the different 24-mans, and the Near one was also a really, really good video, despite the fact I'm not a huge fan of that raid series. Ivalice had a ton of bosses that caused a ton of problems, and while scaling with the expansions has made it a lot easier, that doesn't always mean everything, especially if you watched my Dunskaith video in I think that was the very first Duty Finder disaster. So in this video, we're going to tackle all three of the Alliance raids, and if any one of them go too well, maybe we'll visit them a second time. But I'm back on Ether for this one, and we're going to see how it goes. Now, for those of you who have been keeping up with Duty Finder Disaster, you're probably expecting there to be a sponsor on this video, and you'd be correct. You're probably expecting it to be Magic Spoon, and you'd be correct. So, thanks Magic Spoon for sponsoring the video. Ad read. Thanks, Past Me. Okay, no, seriously. Bit aside, this video is again sponsored by Magic Spoon. Magic Spoon is a cereal that lets me relive my childlike nostalgia, but without the fear at looking at that ingredients list on the side of the box. Not only is it keto-free, gluten-free, grain-free, and has 0 sugar, but for me the most important thing is that it has a high amount of protein, 13 or 14 grams per serving. I've been doing a lot of working out, and one of my biggest struggles has been getting enough protein in my diet. So having something like Magic Spoon around the house, pour it in the bowl, or eat it right out of the bag at my desk, whichever way I'm deciding to do it, it's given me exactly what I need at this point in my life. So if you want to try out Magic Spoon and support the channel at the same time, just click the link below to get some Magic Spoon cereal today. You can build your own custom box and use my code Mr. Happy to get $5 off. Choose from any of the flavors I mentioned before or any of the other flavors that they have. I mean, they have the basics like cocoa, fruity, frosted, peanut butter, but man, cinnamon roll's another one I don't have in front of me right now. Blueberry muffin. I mean, there's a lot of choices, so pick the ones that sound best to you, but you have my recommendations. And you know what? If you don't like it, no problem. Magic Spoon is backed with a 100% happiness guarantee. If you don't like it, they'll refund you, no questions asked. You really have nothing to lose. So click the link below or even scan the QR code that's on the screen and use code Mr. Happy for $5 off. Even go to magicspoon.com/Mr. Happy to save $5 on your order today. It's even available in Canada and the UK, so plenty of places you can get your hands on Magic Spoon. Anyway, with that, thank you to Magic Spoon again for sponsoring, and let's get to the video. It's a good thing I ate right before this, because whenever I have to do the Magic Spoon ad read, I start thinking about how hungry I am, and I ate right before this, got right back from the gym. As a matter of fact, we're good. We're good. We don't have to worry. I didn't shower before I did this, but no, we're good. We're good, I promise. So, without further ado, let's get into the Alliance raids. We're going to go over here. Now, I'm wondering if the 10th anniversary is going to make this easier or harder, or make no difference at all, because every Ivalice raid I've done in recent times has had a mishmash of successes, some really easy, some not. So I guess it's just a matter of it's a roll of the dice, as everything is with the Duty Finder. I think you know that my real fear is actually the queue time, so let's see what we're looking at. I'm recording this on a... Let's check DPS, maybe. Is that any better? Okay, yeah, that's a little bit better. Well, people have been asking me to get off healer, so looks like you're going to get your wish. Or maybe, I guess it depends on how long this takes. But yeah, my biggest fear is always the queue time. Sunday at 4:26 in the afternoon. Not the best time to do it, admittedly, but it is what it is. And I'll hope that the 11 minutes is more like a 5 or 6, fingers crossed. All right, it actually took about 11 minutes. It actually went down to 10 minutes right after. It ended up being just about 11, so we actually hit about average time. Let's see what we got going on here. I can't tell how many people are viewing cutscenes as first-timers or both the Sages are viewing cutscene. 2 of the DPS are viewing cutscene. Might have struck gold. Oh boy. These are no ordinary birds. You have no idea. All right, so this boss used to be a semi-disaster. Like, Mateus often can be a problem, But realistically, as a DPS, I actually have a bit more agency over this fight than I normally would. I kind of wish I had saved my tech step for the actual, like, main phase of the fight. So there's a couple of things. One, there's these along the outer edge. These just require 3 people to stand in them. However, more importantly, are these bubbles that you want to stop. So what I like to do is I go around and I do that. You also don't want to get caught wet and on the thing. It sounded better in my head, okay? All right, I'm going to take a risk here. Take a step back! Stop standing between it! No! Okay, all right, that's fine. That's not that big a deal. I almost died. There was so many people who could have just took one step to the left or the right, and it would have been fine. But what happens is so many people get cleaved trying to stop that one, and then those people die. I mean, you almost saw it happen to me. So I always see a lot of people run south for this. You don't need to run south for this. Just stand right here, maybe throw a shield up or something. If I die after saying that. Okay. Yeah, see, you don't have to run so far away because the proximity damage, like, no matter what, you're going to be close to one of them, you know? I kind of want to slow down on the boss to see if anyone drowns. Oh, it's 10 stacks. That wait, a lot of people died to the 10 stack there. All right, all right. We had a couple of good moments on the first boss. Nothing too groundbreaking. These chocobos, no biggie. Red chocobo, bit of a big deal. You ever wanted an NPC to fail a mechanic? Here it is. We're doomed! Oh god, I'm doomed. I'm out. See ya. I forgot that the meteor could technically be... That did way less than I thought. Well, they're dead, but that's besides the point. All right, well, the first boss usually had some problems. The second boss was really the big problem for Duty Finder back in the day. I still see it kill a lot of people, and it's like 1 or 2 mechanics in particular, most notably the dive bombs. But there's a 50-50 chance that we lose half the raid on that mechanic. Just on the virtue... Oh, God. Just on the virtue of... Oh, my... You know what? I was thinking that was going to kill people, but it went even better than I expected. Ow. That's just what my party chat says. Ow. I think he jumps right here. That's not the mechanic I was talking about. This is the mechanic I was... Yep. There's... Look at the party list. Oh, that wasn't that bad. The dot, however... That wasn't that bad. The dot, however, pretty bad. You can just stand... All right. I honestly have underestimated how much gear and everything has changed, how some of these work. What alliance are we? A? All right. Now, the real thing is, I don't think we'll kill Hashmal before the ad phase. And that, if I had to name a third thing, that would be the third thing. Also, the boss does a cleave. In fact, I think this is it, isn't it? Okay, actually, if we were gonna survive, this is the way. If it's like the south side of the room, look at this. 0 people got hit, except maybe that guy was like resin vulned. But like the difference between getting the north side of the room on that mechanic being hit and the south side of the room being hit, when it's the south side of the room, you're losing guaranteed like at least 4 or 5 people every time. And that's going to be true later as well. Not in this raid, but in a later one. It's... Oh, God. Woo! Listen, I don't... Panicked. Panic. I'm dying. Boss is dead. Okay. I think that's the... It is the worst of it. So while we're going through this section right here, I actually recently played through Tactics all the way through for the first time. Because I've, like, played through it piecemeal. And, like, gotten, like, 20 hours-ish in. And this time I actually just, like, played it all the way through. This was maybe, like, a month ago. I mean, I knew I liked it because I liked it both the other times I played. I don't remember what stopped me. I think it was because the PlayStation 1 version load times were just killing my soul. But I played War of the Lions, and it was fantastic. I really hope we get that long-awaited remaster. Because I mean, there's been so many games that have come out that have, like, sated that Tactics need. But I want to remaster Tactics. Like, Tactics Ogre was good. I've played, like, Fae Tactics. Like, I've played a bunch of Tactics games over the years. But I want the remastered Final Fantasy Tactics. Now, especially that I've played it from start to finish. Like, now I just want it more. So, fingers crossed. All right, so there's a couple of fancy tricks on this boss. And I say fancy tricks, but they're more like things that make the boss infinitely easier. And they involve doing as little as possible. So I'll make sure to point those out because they help a lot. All right, thing number one is don't go far away with this. This is actually a worst case scenario because it then always follows up with that, and that gets so many people hit. The Vuln stack doesn't really matter, but you want to be very close to the boss with that. So that's thing number one. Thing number two is, I think, the next mechanic. I think the next trample is the name of the figure 8 skill. It's been a little bit. I think it's been a few weeks since I've been in here, but I didn't really, yeah. So this is either stand right on the flank or stand directly in front or behind. It's no more complicated than that. Anywhere else, you're just going to get blasted. Flank is usually the easiest because it's literally just right here. You can just completely ignore the whole figure 8 thing. Oh. Well, you know what? Tank privilege. Not you, but definitely you. All right, so Alliance A should be here. Step in! No, step in! Well, see you later, pal. All right, so here's a little piece of trivia that actually doesn't matter anymore. This attack does more damage the closer you are to the center of the charge. It's so insignificant that it doesn't matter, especially because he's so high up, it's kind of annoying to see him. So completely irrelevant because nowadays it just doesn't deal enough. But being on the side does actually make you take less damage. As you can see kind of a little bit of the difference between some people and me. But not, it doesn't matter. Now this is the big new player trap here, Embrace. Just about a step off max melee range. Oh, look at all those health bars. As soon as... Oh! Where did they die? Oh! Okay, well they both died together at least. So a Dragoon and a Samurai were at a bar. And they both died. The end. Maybe right after this? Okay, you asked for that one. Okay, so huge mistake I see here all the time. People think you just need to stand in these circles. No, you gotta click them. What did I say? Look what they... Okay, they realized it literally as I was saying it. I don't know when the last time I saw that far into the fight was. All right, so the big thing about Argith is he's a liar. Sometimes he tells the truth, sometimes he lies. See the little mask floating there? That tells you which one is which. Shout Chat's already quizzing people about the next 24 man after this. 1 + 1 = fish. Is fish a prime number?
From which you run.
And so this means, that mask means they're telling the truth. So I have to never stop running.
You will be judged.
Okay. So is it 2 stacks or is it 3? All right, that means don't look.
You will be judged.
Now they're a zombie. That person wasn't even one of the first timers.
You do not
But you can also just do it that way. Argith, I'm trying to explain something to the crowd.
gaze upon which you suck.
Now he says he's lying, so we do the opposite of whatever. So now I can just look at him. This is my favorite one. I just get to look at the boss. Oh, unfortunately, they didn't know the difference between telling the truth and telling lies, so... That's a lot of people not in this circle. And a few people who were zombies. That's not good for them.
The gods have no eyes for cattle. Fool is the dog who bares his teeth before his master, like sheep before the wolf.
Shut up! You know, I will say this. One thing they really captured in the Ivalice raids is how much your villains love to talk. Okay, that didn't go too poorly. We had some pretty good deaths in there. I don't think we need to do that one over. Plenty of first-timers and a bunch of not first-timers who just seem to have forgotten. Not to mention, I get the regular tomes. I don't know what I'm going to buy with them, but at least I get them. Without further ado, let's get into Ritterana. Ritterana is really just the third and fourth boss now, I think, because the third boss has the numbers, which honestly doesn't even end up mattering much. And the final boss can depend on where the tank positions them. It can actually cause a lot more deaths, and that can be really poorly timed. So those are the only two places I really expect disaster, but the first boss and the second boss do have things that absolutely kill people. So let's see what we get. 8 minutes. Not bad. Do I want to go Dancer or do I want to go Monk? Let's stay on Dancer, shall we? All right, we're in the money. I don't expect this to go that poorly. I honestly don't. I don't think this is going to go poorly really at all. First thing I see in Shout Chat. Reminder, 1 is not Prime. All right, so honestly, the only thing I think that's going to be funny on this boss is the boss is going to turn and just shoot water at people. It's mostly because the angle of seeing that thing. Oh, boy. Oh, okay. Our healer rescued them. It didn't save the other 2 people who were killed by it, unfortunately. Oh, my goodness. It's going after the new player. Move! No! No! Yeah, that's about what I expected to happen. Oh! I saw that, but I was like, they almost got killed by just the water spout on its own as it was circling through. And then they got hit by the actual ground AoE, and things went from bad to worse for them. It's literally just for the hit before. Oh, boy. Oh, no! You can stand together, but not over there! Oh, they lived. Woo! Scary. Oh, no. No! Oh, I'm just loving watching people getting washed away. Okay, it's the same direction. Surely nobody goes back over. That's a lot of bath times. You know, I'm starting to think the rest of this might go better than I had anticipated. Yeah, that was the kind of good, fun, clean home entertainment that I was expecting. A little bit more of it than I was expecting, but what I was expecting all the same. All right, Ivalice really only has 2 potential things, and one of them I barely consider, and that's the ads. But the chains? Although I guess the dashes usually get a few people. All right. Whoa! A lot of people got hit. In fact, almost the entire 24-man got hit from the other parties. This is the mechanic. This targets the healers, too. Oh, no. I forgot about these. I have seen so many of those turned and faced at the last second towards the... that sure is an interesting place to stand with that. Wait, the Bard has it. I thought that was a healer mechanic. I'm going to stand right here. See, I just did it in 2. Oh, they're stunned in place. So that's what it does. It just stops you. And oh boy, is that not a good time to have both your... Oh, that's a lot of dead people. Y'all might want to start helping with that. We very alive. They very not alive. Bro, you're not an Alliance A. I'm an Alliance A. Our healers have never been to... Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, listen. 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 Just stop moving. Stop moving. Stop. They're doing it on purpose. No. Stop chasing me. They cleaved so many people with that. There's going to be so many deaths. Oh my God. They murdered everyone with that. They froze them all. They got like 5 AoEs trapped on their head. I can't remember the last time I did a Ivalice that looked like that. Dude, these iron golems have tank busters, AoE tank busters that hurt so much. If you see anyone instantly die, that's why. Okay, 1 person got cleaved by one. Oh! I think the tank may have gotten cleaved by one. Hey guys, don't forget. Prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, and on to eternity. But not 1. 1 is not a prime number. No. Don't do this. Stop! Why did you follow me? You know what? It's fine. I'm just not going in the stack. Okay, I should have gone in the stack, all things considered. We We had so many people die to just the stack. We're so doomed. No, 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 no. I'm standing right here. Y'all don't want to go that way. I'm dead. Why did you put... They marked me. I was just looking at all the people who are not standing on me, and I was just like, are they gonna live? I think the number one thing that has killed me in any of these videos has been watching other people, but I deserve that one. Align vitals with current whatever the robot just said, multiple of 5. 7 plus 3 equals 10 is a multiple of 5. Multiple of 4. 8 is a multiple of 4. Thus 7 plus 1 equals 8. I count minimum 1 dead individual. I mean, maybe with a shield. I don't know. Can you survive that? With 2 downs? You can. There you go. They just won't have the damage. Oh, man. Alliance B and C, not so much the same story. All right, so by the way, Pulverize, the AoEs that follow actually target the 3 furthest people. So if you trust yourself to bait these more than anyone else, then just be one of the furthest people. This first one is... So in the second set, the first one is always a prime number solving. Boop. Oh, they were freshly... Oh! Oh my god, Alliance C! I don't know if they... I wasn't paying attention. Did they die to the laser or did they die to everything else? Because they're all just dead. Well, one person's disconnected, not dead, but... Can we not do this little tank fighting thing here? It's very dangerous. Please? Oh boy, the magnets. Yeah, if you fight them towards the outside, this magnet section is a disaster. Boop. 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 I think they'll be down into... Oh! Saw that person get crushed.
Your suffering is not yet over.
Oh, don't worry, I know. I've got one more 24-man after this. I had that figured out. And the best solution is to drag him... Stop talking over me! In the last, like, 2 or 3 times I've done this, these Wind Azers wiped my group. Because if they don't die, they just explode. I have wiped to these things before, just their sheer existence. Whee! Got any flying gamers? No, everyone's on the ground still. Oh god, I forgot about the wind. How did I not get knocked into the air? It's this. I can't help but notice we've got a friend over here. I was mildly afraid. Very afraid. Mildly very afraid. Very mildly afraid. Any one of these combinations could be correct. I'm gonna leave it up to your imagination. Oh! Oh! I saw a couple people get crushed there. They just got slapped at the end right there. I can see that from a mile away. Oh, I have that already. All right, cool. All right, that's 2 for 3. Both of satisfactory quality. Nothing so bad that we have to do a boss over. No wipes. And nothing so good that I feel like it's unusable. So now we come to the grand finale. Now, this one, I think, is the least likely to give me good content because they've nerfed it so much since its release. This one was a genuine terror. And sometimes people still treat it as a genuine terror, but it's much, much easier now than it used to be. So I think the best of the video might have already happened, but you won't know until you watch the whole thing, especially the last boss. The last boss here can be a special time. Oh, wow. Less than 5 minutes. You know what? That kind of makes sense. I think Orbone is worth the most. Yeah, it's worth 14 of the irregular tomes. And on top of that, a common misconception, people generally regard DPS queues as the worst. It depends on what you're queuing into. For 24-man raids, tank is the worst because there's only 3 slots, and DPS is generally the fastest because there's 15 slots. So by swapping to DPS, I actually improved my queue times and probably reduced the time of recording for this video. So I'd say of all the videos for me to try DPS, this was definitely the right one. All right, this actually ended up taking closer to like 9.5 minutes. So the shortest one, I guess, still the lighthouse. Well, this could still take longer. No way. Come on. All right. We're good. I feel like every video I have to like gradually judge those numbers as they fill in. But here we go. What used to be the hardest of the 24-mans in the Ivalice series See if it can somewhat... I mean, look, there's even Echo. Like, I always forget that until I'm in here, but there's even Echo to, like, ease it even a little bit more. So, that's how seriously they took the nerfs to this, and... I would prefer it to be less nerfed, but it is what it is.
My name is Mustadio Bonanza. No gods injured me.
Never get tired of that voice. We're going to be hearing a lot of voices for the rest of this. Mustadio was never that bad. There's like one or two things that sometimes kill people here, but this fight was never that bad. Oh, I was yawning, and when I opened my eyes, someone was... Thanks, Mustadio. I'm very curious to see. So, the rule with this is show Mustadio your hole. Okay? So, you're going to have one open space, and that's the space that you want to show him. So see, make sure you can see your hole and then aim your hole at him. We got any... Uh-oh. Turn. Oh, the one person went flying. I am an ex-League player, and I always think of... oh, God, what's her name? Fiora, I think is her name? Where she aims for your weak spots, and her weak spots are completely identical looking to those markers around you. So it actually helps me to some capacity whenever I'm doing that, because I'm like, okay, those are the weak spots. Don't let Fiora hit the weak spots. Is it Fiora or it's Fiora? Yeah. All right. Show Mustadio your hole. Okay, Mustadio's over there. Show him your hole. Any non-hole showers? Oh, we got one non-hole shower. Poor red mage. Yeah, I was hard-pressed to see that many things going wrong there, but I'm glad we had a few non-hole showers manage to catch a bullet in the back. Okay, so there's a few lines in here where she just never stops talking, similar to what Argath did, and it cracks me up every time. Oh my God, please. Okay.
To the current of life we succumb. Its judgment swift and final. Its bite as cold as steel.
That's not the one, but that one also makes me laugh. I got any non-shielders? I got a couple people who didn't shield.
I call out to the skies and tremble as the brilliance of 1,000 bolts blinds mine enemies and tears their flesh asunder.
That's another. That's another one.
The dreams of men are fleeting, yet they must be embraced if they are to flourish. Have you the faith to do as much?
Yes.
They who dwell aloft have spoken. Let their words echo in your empty soul. Ruination is come!
That one makes me laugh. For a different reason. I swear I'm in my 30s. I swear. Alright. Took care of that nice easy trash pull, and now the monstrosity. The fan favorite. This Guardian, he's not like the first two. You ain't wrong about that. So they have nerfed the heck out of this boss. Used to be an absolute monstrosity, as I said earlier in the Duty Finder. Yeah, we're good.
To the skies and tremble as the brilliant
Tremble! To some of you... Sid, I'm trying to talk... Listen, Sid, your voice...
we succumb. Its judgment swift and final. Its bite as cold as steel.
To some of you, that tremble joke will be much funnier.
Will not be watching.
He never stops talking.
Come, show me more.
Why does he say it like that? So this used to be like, if you missed one of the stacks, it was GG. Now you can honestly miss like 2 or 3 and it's kind of okay. This still kills people. A lot. A lot. You gotta go further. You gotta go further. No, you can't run back. No. Oh my God, he lived. I can't even believe it. No. Why would you take it off me? I did. Wait. Nobody healed the... Oh, did they not get to full? Why would they even take it off me? I don't understand. But it's hilarious. I'm not taking it. You're fucking... you know what? No, the main tank... I'm glad the main tank didn't try to take it. Alright, now for a boss that has a lot of potential buffoonery. I mentioned earlier during Hashmal that which side of the room gets hit by an attack is very much determinant on how poorly the mechanic is resolved. That is, I think, even more true here than it was during Hashmal way back at the start of the video. Oddly enough, a lot of the time I see like overlapping AoEs kill people here. It's almost like I willed it into existence.
You denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon you.
That line has so many different emotions for me now after more recent updates.
Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon you. Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon you.
Why does she have to say it 3 times? I mean, I know why she has to say it 3 times, but it still makes me laugh. Alright, moment of truth. Is Hashmal gonna cleave the north side of the room or the south side of the room? That determines how many people live and how many people die. Look for him, look for him. Uh-oh. 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 Whoa! I told you! Save yourself. Asuna! 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 Every red mage is dead, huh? Anyone want to fix that? Get the red mages up! They can help! Good thing they give you like 1 billion years here. Get in the circle. 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 Okay.
Denizens of the abyss.
Stop saying that, Ultima.
Denizens of the abyss, from ink.
Yeah, you get a damage buff, see?
I summon you.
Stop saying that. Oh no, we're definitely skipping it. Unfortunate. I was really, well, that person, isn't.
Denizens of the abyss.
Oh, you know what it is? We pushed her so low, so she goes into a different set of mechanics in the last 10%. She just kind of zergs you down. So we got her to 10% too quick. That's why we skipped it, yeah. All right, and that is going to be a wrap for this week. We had, honestly, so Orbone went about as I expected because it's just been nerfed so much. Still some good moments. But the other two went way better than I could have anticipated. So I'd say we have a successful Duty Finder disaster under our belts. Thank you for watching the series. Hopefully you've been enjoying it. If you have and you haven't seen the other parts, be sure to give those a look. There's a playlist in the description of our other Duty Finder disaster videos, and be sure to engage with this one. You know, like, favorite, subscribe, comment below with ideas for the next one or whatever it is. Hey, what's this little gnat doing here? Come on, get out of here. Anyway, that's going to be a wrap. So thank you for watching. Ivy, you want some dinner? Hi. Say goodbye. Say goodbye, Ivy. Say goodbye. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, bye-bye.